What is up, everybody? Welcome back to CMS 2021. Yes, we're back in 2021, and today, last episode on 2021, we built the CMS version of a Rolls-Royce. Now, that thing had a shitty 3-liter V6 naturally aspirated, making 526 horsepower, which isn't exactly powerful, as you saw in the video. It ranked C tier. It was not as fast as a Rolls-Royce should have been. But in this episode, we should change that. And instead of going with the V8 or anything, I've added a new mod that puts a 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12 into the car that makes 800 horsepower and like 600 something foot-pounds of torque. So that thing should be powerful, and if we tune it up, we should be making 1400 horsepower easily. And then the Rolls-Royce shouldn't be underpowered, whereas to say. So hopefully it's not underpowered. If it's still underpowered after 1400 horsepower, that thing is a boat. That thing is heavy. But I don't really think it's going to be because it's like the Chinese ripoff of the Rolls-Royce. So I don't think they're going to pack too much heavy electronics into it. And also, I did go ahead and change the rims on my daily. I feel like these rims looks a lot better with the red tire around it. I think it suits the car a lot because the interior is red. And the red tire, I think, would match it quite well. And it's a race tire, more grip, 1300 horsepower. It should have grippier tires, even though it is all-wheel drive, and CMS hasn't figured out how to do traction with all-wheel drive yet. But anyways. Oh, and I wish there's like there's an ability to black out this chrome right here, because this chrome is just ruining the look. Just make this black. You got the black windows, got the black doors, panels, and everything, tinted taillights, and we got this eyesore of chrome on the DBX. Like, why? But anyways, let me go find this Rolls-Royce Ghost. So here it is, the Rolls-Royce Ghost. Quotation. We did have to change from the natural aspirated V12 because the actual Rolls-Royce Ghost is a Twin-Turbo V12. So I went ahead and shoved a Twin-Turbo V12 inside of it. And the thing is, I think it actually clears the brake drum. It clears the battery right here. It clips it slightly, but not that big a deal. It clears the power steering. It slightly clips the ECU, but that's okay. Overall, we have barely managed to shove it in here. The intercooler just barely goes on top of the intercooler of the coolant. And it's glitching slightly through the cap, but yeah. I know this thing wasn't meant to be put in the front of a car, but still, we shoved it in the front, and now this drive shaft doesn't make any fucking sense. But anyway, shall we see if she boots up and give it a little listen? Okay. Oh, well, there's something different in CMS 2018. In 2018, you can literally just remove this plug and you can fill her up. Nah, in 2021, they made it a little more complex. Should be enough for a start. I don't really care. We're gonna be yanking this engine out anyway and replacing the whole damn thing. So I don't really care for it if we put the shitty parts back on. But I do want to hear how the engine sounds with the shitty parts installed. So let's get in here and start the engine. can tell the turbos are in great condition. Those turbo stutters are amazing, dude. But the exterior of this car does not look good, so we do have to change that. Remove. You're gone. Did I remove the windshield? I did. You're missing. And you. Sell everything. Let's go to the body tuning. Let's see. Which one do I want to go for? I actually think a Rolls-Royce looks more like this. Definitely this. Oh, we already got that. I think we got a hood, got headlights. Don't think we have a trunk, and don't think we have a window. Let's get assembling, baby. Yo, now that looks like a Rolls. Now that looks like a Rolls if I've ever seen one. Cal induction, baby. This thing gonna spin some tires, buddy. He is spinning tires. I think I also made this thing all-wheel drive, just like the Rolls-Royce Ghost, so this thing should have plenty of power here. Let's finish putting everything in. Bam. Let's see, we don't have anything, so let's go ahead and remove the interior stuff. And the steering wheel. Interiors. SX550. Or 550, I guess. We need seats that match that. So like these, I feel. And it is kind of a sports car now because we have a very powerful twin-turbo V12 engine inside the car. We should definitely get it, have some sports bucket seats. And I like this off tone, so like main color is this light white, but the bench, I mean the rear seats are kind of luxurious. We got a screen there, we got seats here. It's alright. It's alright. Does it have soft closed doors? No, it doesn't. Never mind. I thought it did, but anyways, let's take this thing to the car wash and give it a little bit of a wash. We're going with the same theme as last time. Black out everything. Because those things have been growing on me. Yeah, have you seen the DBX? That thing looks minty peach. Let's get this thing over to the welders and get it welded up. Nice. It's originally silver, but I want it matte black. Or just black. I think full black would look really nice. Black this bitch out. Paint shop, baby. Oh yeah, that's a presidential car. These rims are not doing it for me though. What the fuck are those rims? I mean, I honestly don't know. I think the rims look good, but maybe paint them black and then have them a little bigger. But that's not our concern right now. Right now, our concern is to get this engine souped the fuck up. Right now, it looks like it makes like 2 horsepower. Sounds good? Yes. Perform good? No. But before we tear the engine out, let's start with the dyno test. than the other Rolls-Royce we did with the base model, but it's not looking good with this car, is it? It's not looking good. So let's get that fucking engine out of here. That disgusting, rusty engine out of the car. The only saving grace for this engine, if everything is around 40-50%, are these turbos. Those turbos, they sound great. I think they're still have a decent chunk of life on them. But they're not performance turbos, they're the stock turbos from the SDO factory. We're going to change that. We're going to have to replace them with high power turbos. So I'll go make the engine, and I will be right back. So here we are. We have the engine all upgraded and ready to go. It looks so nice over here. Let's go put it in the car. Wow, look at this beauty. Actually, I'm going to put it up a little. Fuck! We gotta take off all this shit again. Just so we can do a fucking oil change. Man, don't own luxury cars because it takes it's a real hassle to freaking change the fucking oil. They didn't even fill up the fucking oil. Don't like a Bugatti Chiron have like 32 drain plugs? Or some shit? Like, why would they need to design 32 drain plugs? That is completely unnecessary when most modern cheap cars can do it with one. Like, I think that's high tech if you ask me. But anyway, enough talking about that. Let's get the gearbox in and see how much power this thing makes. Without an ECU tune, the ECU is still quotation damaged. But and we also got a leaking exhaust. So the exhaust is not going to be up to par. But well, I mean, we can get the exhaust pipe. And we're going to go ahead and give it more of an upgrade by going through here. But the rest of the exhaust is still damaged. We're going to replace that afterwards. I'm going to do that off camera so I don't bore you. But yeah, let's see how much power we're making now. I want to say 1,000. And that was already 1,400 horsepower. We're already at 1,400 horsepower. We haven't even tuned up the ECU or anything. We don't even have an upgraded air intake. In fact, it's pretty damaged. We don't have the upgraded fuel pump. So it's still like running on limp mode, sort of. Not because the engine itself is broken, but all the other components that need to help make the engine run are slightly damaged, are slightly more abused than the engine, since it's fresh off the factory out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get those engine peripherals all done, and I'll be right back. Well, we have finished up the car. It looks great. We got put slicks on because I think it's going to make a ton of power. The V12 looks amazing. Let's see how much power she makes. Now that's what I'm talking about. Over 2,000 horsepower in a Rolls-Royce Ghost. Oh my god, this thing is insane, dude. That's 2,000 horsepower in a Rolls-Royce Ghost. The car meant for luxury. Like, what the hell? I mean, there's a brown interior, but like, you can't get a better sounding than, bro. Well, let's head this thing to the racetrack, and I'll be right back. Well, we're at the racetrack, and as always, I'll do the lap around the racetrack first, and then I'll tell you what I think about the car. It's a 2,000 horsepower Rolls Royce. I don't know what to expect out of it. So here we go. Well, the car did amazing. It runs well. Has good speed. For 2,000 horsepower, you don't actually feel like it has 2,000 horsepower. You feel like it has 1,000. Which is a weird thing to say, but I think that helps the car out a little bit to be able to control its speed and cornering abilities and everything around the racetrack, as opposed to having 2,000 horsepower and being completely uncontrollable. I think the all-wheel drive system also does help it out a little bit. But now let's see how it does in straight line speed. So here at the drag strip, obviously, we're going to go with the King of the Hills, and I'm going to shut up, do the race, then do a little recap. Damn, boy, I knew this thing was fast, but it ain't tuning-safe Jira S level fast. But if this was a quarter mile, I would have definitely got his ass. So let's go do that next. Or I can just jump the gun, that's also fine. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed these kinds of videos and want some more, please leave a like down below. I definitely think this Rolls-Royce is definitely redeemed myself. I've definitely redeemed myself with this Rolls-Royce because I put 2,000 fucking horsepower in a twin-turbo V12, which is actually the same engine that's in the Rolls-Royce in real life. In the previous version of the Rolls-Royce, I put a V6 that made 500 horsepower and was weak as fuck. So I think I definitely redeemed myself on this factor. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.